Hi, this is Jason, and I'm gonna walk through an escape room that we were beta testing in our basement. And so the story is that you're meeting a criminal that you're acquaintances with to do an art gallery heist. And when you get there, the art that you're trying to heist is missing, and you gotta find another way out. So let's check it out. So when you first walk in, you see a gallery of art all around. One of the first things you'll notice is this work of art up here. There's a note, there's a piece of art missing in a note that says, "The art you came for, I already took it. I really want to work with you, but I need to know you have the skills to get out of a sticky situation. When you came in, I locked the doors behind you and the police are on the way. You'll have to map out a new escape plan." And then, so that's right in front of us. Also on this desk to the left, we have a guest book, a little notebook. Looks like it's got some paper in it. And then a little box with some sort of message in code and an ID badge. So this is all the stuff that's right in front of you when things start. We got some boxes with locks on the ground. And so I think the thing that stands out most when I first come in is this letter, and it's got the bold words behind the map. And so if we look around, we got some globes, could be something to do with that. But there is a piece of art on the wall that's a big map. So maybe there's something behind it. And of course, when we look, there is something behind it. So there's a maze with a key that we have to solve. So we can get this out. So you get the key out, and then you'll also notice there's some sort of message here. Not quite sure what that does yet. Let's see if we can make use of this key. So there is boxes on the ground. One of them requires a key. So we can bring the key, unlock it, see what's in here. Oh. Okay. So we got a few things, put them on the desk here. All right, we got something, some sort of, what is that called, a cipher. We got some card with a chess piece. Then we got some number, a wooden number. Not really sure what these do quite yet. And then, so I don't feel like we have enough information to do anything. We can look what else we have on this desk. There was a letter, has a name, an address, a stamp, a return address. And then it looks like inventory guidelines. This document provides guidelines for conducting physical inventories and is applicable to all units that hold inventory for resale to external or internal customers. Annual physical inventories not only help ensure the accuracy of inventory balances reported in the university's financial records, but also help you manage the activity in your area. Tally each piece of artwork into the categories below. So we got the 1950s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. And if we walk around and look at all the artwork, we'll notice they have a year associated with them. And so if we go around the room and tally them all up, we'll end up with 7 pieces of art in the 50s, 4 in the 60s, 6 in the 70s, 8 in the 80s, and 5 in the 90s. And we can see if we look around, there's only one lock that has a 5 number combination. So we can use the tallied totals. So 7, 4, 6, 8, 5 to open this box. Check out what's in here. I'll take it back over to the table so we can have all our findings in one spot. Okay, so we now have 2 chess pieces, 2 wooden pieces. These don't really seem to go together yet, so we'll assume they're for later. 2 chess pieces. And on this orange sheet of paper, we saw an orange sheet earlier, so let's see if that has anything to do with this. Okay, so we're gonna look at this way, this way, this way, figure out what it means. One thing we can do, so if we look here, the same shape without a dot would be an A. That same shape here with a dot would be an R. A V with a dot would be a T, so ART. The V without a dot is an S. And the upside down without a dot is a Y, so ARTSY. So we can go check out one more lock here, which is ART. Where's this? SY. So that opens this combination lock. There we go. All right, so more stuff in here. It's another chess piece. Got this arrow thing and some 2 black lights. One more letter and another wood piece. So bring all this back over here. We now have 2 letters, 3 of these chess pieces, a cipher, a board with arrows, a couple pieces of wood, and some black lights. So this book, this guest book that was here, we hadn't opened that yet. If we open this, we see that we have some guests that checked in and the time they checked in. And then part of the page is ripped out, so we'll probably have to find that. But we did see another chess piece here that was in here. So now we have 4 chess pieces. Okay, so if we look at this shelf, we'll see the chess pieces. They're the same pieces that we found cards for. So we know something has to do with these chess pieces. So if we look at, if we look at them, we'll see that these symbols are here. So we know something's gonna happen with that. We know from the box, we haven't used our black light yet. So we can look around the room. We don't see anything. But if we do look at these cards, we'll see these shapes that seem to match these squares. So each of these cards has a shape on it. And so if we match these up, so like queen, bishop, knight. Oh, so this shelf opened up when we got it to match. And there's a clue in here. If we open up this clue, C equals this upside down Y thing. And we might be able to remember that we found similar looking code in here. And we have this cipher, right? So if we line this up to C equals upside down Y, then we should be able to solve this. So down, what is it? Yeah, so this upside piece, so ST, then we have this S looking shape, O, we have this shape L, we have this diamond E, and another P looking shape, where is that? N, so STOLEN, but if we look around, we don't have any more locks, so we might not have found everything we need. So if we keep looking around, the desk that we're looking at has drawers. We didn't actually look in here. In this drawer, oh, there is some playing cards in this drawer. And then looks like there's some drawers on the other side that we didn't look in yet. Okay. Another box with 4 different color combination numbers. Okay, so 4 combination and 4 playing cards. So we have a puzzle to solve here. If we look around the room, one thing that stood out to me was a diamond. And we have a diamond here. So to me that seems like 8 maybe would go in this position. If we look at these, we have a heart and diamond, and a club and a spade. So if we rearrange these to be spade, heart, diamond, club, 5, 4, 8, 2. Let's see if that works on this box. We'll do 5, 4, 8, 2. That opens this lock. Inside of here, we find another wooden number. And then we have this cryptex. And since we have this unsolved code stolen, we can try that on here. So let's rotate this. S T O L E. Got a little bit out of whack. S T O L E N. Not quite lined up. So there we go. Inside of there was a key. And this box that had the blue paper in it. Use that key, opens up. We can get this ID badge, which when we first looked around the room, we saw this badge access only. You can use that, and that will open up the next door. So we've made it into the second room, which looks like, I don't know, just some random room. We got a chair, we got a poster board with some art, newspaper clippings on it. Over here we have a closet, which looks like it's locked. And we have a calendar. Looks like there's gonna be something happening here. We have a clock, which may or may not have something. We've got a telephone, a locked box, and a note. You found my hidden room. Give me a call and I'll let you out. So first thing I'm gonna do here is look in the drawers. We found some pieces that look like they match with some pieces from the first room. And we found a lock box, a 3-letter code. So I think one thing we noticed was July 18. So that to me is like 7/18. So we'll do 7, 1, 8. That opens this. Which, okay, we have another letter. And we have this red box, which looks, I think, like it's going to belong with one of the things we found in the first room. So I'm going to bring these letters and this back into the first room, see what we can do. All right, so we're back in the first room. We have 4 letters now. We have this that says north and south on it. This red thing has an N and an S. So I think we put this north, this south, and it's a bunch of arrows. So in the other room, on the closet, we had a directional lock. So let's see if that works. Back at the closet, we have this combination, and these locks, I'm just gonna click twice to reset it. It looks like it's down, down, right, right, up, down, up, left. And that opens this lock. I think we're done with that. So we can open up this closet, see what we find. Okay, we find these two coats. We find on the floor, we find this. It's like this wood thing. It says, please call. So I think I'm gonna set that down. I think we're gonna need that. We're gonna check, you always wanna check things like coat pockets. Yep, here's another wood piece. Oh, something in here, piece of paper. I'll take a look at that in a second. So I think that's it. All the pockets I checked. We found one wood piece. Whoops. And this piece of paper, which looks like it was the ripped out part of the guest book. So this guest book, we found the missing piece from the first room. So if I put this together, it looks like the things that stand out to me, we have a red 6, yellow 3, and a green 2, and a blue 7. And when we were looking around the other room, there was a combination lock that had red, yellow, green, and blue. So let's see if this works for that. All right, so this briefcase that we found in the second room has red, green, yellow, and blue. So red, if I set the red from the guest book to 6, green is 2, yellow is 3, blue is 7. So that unlocks this briefcase. Let's see what's in here. Okay, we got 2 more of these wooden pieces that we've been finding around. Look like it's going to be a puzzle with the sign that we found. And that is all that's in this briefcase. And then one other thing we noticed when we walked in, when we were looking at this poster, we saw this letter that had these stamps, and and it has this question mark in the corner. When we were in the other room, we found 4 letters, each with a stamp. And so let's see what that leads us to. So these letters we found in the first room, they're addressed to certain people. And if we look around the room at the artist tags, we can see, for example, Crystal Lenore has a letter addressed to her, and she has a letter L in the corner of her tag. In the other room, there's a question mark in the corner. So if we look around all 4 of these letters, we're gonna find the letters L, J, H, and O, and then we can use this poster. If we get them in the correct order, so green, pink, turquoise, and purple. So this is going to be J, L, O, and H. And so we can use that on this combination lock. So J, L, O, H. Opens this one up. Couple more wood pieces. And so I think we might have enough to solve this now. So we got to figure out where these belong. See, there's like these wood notches, so they won't just go anywhere you want. They have to fit in specific places. See? So there's very specific places these will fit. Nope. So we're about done here. Alright, so all the pieces fit now. We have the number 610-277-8502, and the sign said please call. So we can come to the phone, old rotary phone. Do the 6, the 1, 0, 2, 7, 7, 8, 5, 0, 2, and the back door opens and we're escaped free.